Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On today's bright and sunny morning, I welcome all of you on behalf of Service Tax Commissionerate, Ahmedabad. Service tax makes its grand entry in the 18th year, and along with it, it brings a paradigm shift in the approach of taxation. Today's seminar is an initiative undertaken by the Tax Research Unit of the Central Board of Excise and Customs under the personal supervision of Service Tax and Zonal Member Ms. Sheila Sangwan. The aim of today's seminar is to understand the changes in the approach of taxation to service tax. I request Madam Sheila Sangwan to please come up on stage and grace the occasion. I now request Chief Commissioner, Vadodara Zone, Shri Deepak Kumar, to please come up on the dais and grace the occasion. I now request Shri H.K. Jain, Chief Commissioner of Customs and Excise, Vadodara, Ahmedabad Zone, to please come up on the stage. I request Shri Ravinder Sarup, Additional Commissioner and OSD in TRU CBEC, to please come up on the stage. I request Shri J.M. Kennedy, Director, Tax Research Unit CBEC, to please come up on the stage. I finally request Shri A.K. Gupta, Commissioner Service Tax, to please come up on the stage. I now request Srimati Prasanna Raman to greet Madam Sheila Sangwan with a bouquet of flowers. I request Srimati Vijaya Lakshmi to greet Shri Deepak Kumar, Chief Commissioner, Vadodara Zone, with a bouquet of flowers. I request Ms. Tejpreet Kaur, Inspector, to greet Chief Commissioner, Customs and Excise, Ahmedabad Zone, Shri H.K. Jain, with a bouquet of flowers. I request Ms. Manita Jangir to greet Shri Ravinder Saroop, Additional Commissioner and OSD, TRU CBEC, with a bouquet of flowers. And I request Srimati Anju Singh to greet Shri J.M. Kennedy, Director, TRU CBEC, with a bouquet of flowers. I now request Madam Sheila Sangwan, Member Service Tax and Zonal Member, to inaugurate today's function by lighting the lamp. I also request the dignitaries on the stage to join Madam Sheila Sangwan in lighting the lamp. I request the august gathering on the stage to kindly take their seats. I now request Shri H.K. Jain, Chief Commissioner, Customs and Central Excise, Ahmedabad Zone, to kindly deliver the welcome address to today's guests.
Madam Sheila Sangwan, Member Central Board of Excise and Customs, Shri Deepak Kumar, Chief Commissioner Vadodara, Shri A.K. Gupta, Commissioner Service Tax, Shri Ravinder Saroop, and Shri J.M. Kennedy, both Director TRU, and ladies and gentlemen. I welcome you all to this seminar, which is being organized to address the concerns and issues that may be there in the mind of trade and industry, as well as the officers of the department, after the extensive transformation that is being brought about in the budget 2012 in the service tax administration. As we are all aware, the economy of our country is a developing economy. As an economy moves from the stage of underdevelopment to the developing and ultimately to a developed economy, the contribution of agriculture and manufacturing sector in its GDP decreases, and the contribution of the tertiary sector, that is service sector, increases. At present, the contribution of service sector in our GDP is about 60%, whereas our tax collection from the service tax is roughly about 10.5% of the total tax collection in the country. Because of the above transition in the economy, every country need to update and evolve its taxation system. In our country, we are in the process of evolving our taxation system both in the direct and indirect taxes. In the field of indirect taxes, we are moving towards goods and service tax, which is a taxation which is prevalent in most of the developed countries. As you are all aware, service tax was first introduced as a separate tax from 1994. In June, it is completing a teen year and is thus attaining adulthood. The year of attainment of adulthood is bringing massive transformation in the field of service tax, that is, shifting from service-specific taxation to taxation of all services except those in the negative list. In addition to the negative list approach, there are a number of other important changes in this year's budget covering a wide-ranging issues relating to both facilitation and compliance. In view of the massive transformation in the field of service tax, it was decided by the chairman CBEC and our zonal member, Madam Sheila Sangwan, that the TRU will conduct a seminar at Ahmedabad, among other centers, to address the concern and issue of the trade industries and all stakeholders, including the departmental officers, about the changes in the service tax for the benefit of all concerned. On this occasion, I welcome Madam Sheila Sangwan, who has spared her valuable time and is personally present here to guide us and preside over this seminar. Being a zonal member, she has been a continuous source of inspiration to all of us. I also extend a warm welcome to my colleague, Shri Deepak Kumar, Chief Commissioner, Vadodara. For this seminar, we have among us our expert team from the Tax Research Unit of the CBEC, comprising of Shri J.M. Kennedy and Shri Ravindra Swarup. I welcome both these officers who has taken deep pain to spare time, give presentation, and will answer all your doubts and queries on the issue. The trade of Gujarat, which is on the forefront of the economic development of the nation, has come here in large number to participate in the seminar and benefit from the presence of the officers who are directly involved in the policy making. I welcome them all. I also welcome the officers and staff of our department, members of the press and electronic media, and all other stakeholders present on this occasion. I hope this seminar will be of great benefit to the trade and industry and also to the officers of the department in the whole of Gujarat, and will lead to the better understanding of the service tax provisions. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are indeed fortunate to have with us Ms. Sheila Sangwan, Member Service Tax and Zonal Member, with us today. And I take this opportunity to welcome ma'am and request her to kindly address today's gathering.
Suprabhat, can I please request those of you who are standing to come and occupy these chairs to begin with? Whoever is here, please move in. Please occupy all the chairs. Come up, please. There are 2 more chairs this side. Come in, there are 2 more chairs this side. Kindly remove those things, you sit down. Just remove those things and sit down. I think there are a couple of chairs here also in between, if you'd like to occupy them. Just come in. Yeah, some more, 2 more. There are 2 more chairs there. Which आ जाइए, यहाँ से आ जाइए, जहाँ से आपको ठीक लग रहा है वहाँ से आ जाइए. Shall we begin? Okay. Chief Commissioners of Central Excise and Customs, Shri Deepak Kumar, Shri H.K. Jain, my service colleagues on the dais, Shri J.M. Kennedy, Shri Ravinder Swaroop, and Shri A.K. Gupta, members of the trade and industry, representatives of the chartered accountancy profession, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed a pleasure to come back to Ahmedabad for me. Every time I come back, takes me back by 30 years because this is where I started my career. Having said that, let me take you through the broad scheme of change in service tax legislation which has been introduced by the Finance Act of 2012. The Finance Act has introduced certain amendments in the service tax legislation, and I'll just touch on some of these changes, and my service colleagues who are here with me, the experts from the TRU who have drafted this legislation, are going to take you through the details. Basically, service has been defined in clause 44 of section 65B. Service is defined as an activity which is performed for a consideration by one person for another and includes declared services. There is an exclusion area, which is the transfer of property, the transfer of immovable property, goods, the transactions in money, actionable claims, and court fee. Now, there are other provisions which have been introduced and amended, and they are the charging provision, which specifies that all services other than those mentioned in the negative list are going to be levied to service tax. This is indeed a paradigm shift from what has been the practice of levying service tax in respect of certain well-defined services. As you all are aware, we were so far taxing 119 services based on the definition and on a positive list. With effect from the 1st of July, as has been announced, we will be moving towards the negative list of services. Now, the charging section is one of the provisions which has been introduced now, amended. We also have a negative list which is contained in section 66D. We have a interpretative rule provision which helps interpret and also differentiates between services. We also have the empowering of the central government to provide for the provision of services, the place of provision of services rules, which is going to form the backbone and is going to replace the export of services rules and the place of taxation service rules. Now, there are certain things which I think the trade and industry may be concerned about as to why this change is being introduced. The change is being introduced because we want to simplify tax. There has been a lot of litigation on the service tax area, and we want to simplify, we want to widen the tax base, and we want to create a foundation for us to move towards the GST. With the introduction of the negative list, we will probably see some problem areas which it would be nice for us to be able to address even before we move to the GST. Now, having said this, I'd like to request two of the experts who are with me to kindly get into the micro detailing, and after that we'll open the floor for the question and answer session, which I'm sure you're looking forward to. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Ladies and gentlemen, the negative list has been introduced in this budget. And to throw more light on the negative list, I invite the expert from TRU, Shri J.M. Kennedy, who would be speaking on the subject for the next 40 minutes. Sir.
Respected Member Service Tax, Ma'am Sheila Sangwan, Chief Commissioners of Ahmedabad and Vadodara, Commissioners, my dear colleagues, taxpayers, and members of the business and industry fraternity. Wish you all very good morning. The budget was presented on the 16th of March 2012, and today we have assembled for a budget seminar. In a period of about 2.5 months' time, there have been much more exchange of ideas. TRU has benefited from these ideas. Many of these ideas are in the public domain, and we all know that making of tax policy is a collaborative effort with the business and industry fraternity. It is not done by the CBEC or TRU alone. We have taken inputs from the business and industry over a period of close to 1.5 years. As all of you would recall, the negative list approach was proposed by the Honorable Finance Minister in last year's budget speech. He told that consultation papers would be placed in the public domain. As he desired, 2 papers were placed in the public domain. We got feedback from the industry and the business from all over the country. We worked on them, and consistent with the fiscal policy of the government, fiscal goals of the government, we have made what is now called as a negative list-based comprehensive approach to taxation of services. Now, every change comes out of a necessity. Change is born. Change brings questions. Change makes us anxious at times, and at times there are fears. Now, how does the finance minister explain the change for this new approach, towards this new approach? He takes human development perspective to explain the way service tax has grown over the years. He says, service tax has attained adulthood. It's 18 years now. So once you are 18 years, you have to be on your own. You have to take off. He says, you have to shift gears and accelerate. Now, when we shift gears and accelerate, he himself identifies 2 challenges before service tax. The first challenge is, in spite of the contribution of services to GDP being 59%, the tax collection from service tax is not commensurate. This is the first challenge before us. The second challenge which he talks about is that the service tax law has become extremely complex over a period of 18 years. Now, as all of us know, we started with what is called as a selective approach in the year 1994. From there, today, in 2012, we want to move towards the new approach, which is called as a comprehensive approach, which is based on a negative list of services. 119 taxable services have come. The definitions are there in section 65 of chapter 5 of the Finance Act 1994. And each one of these definitions have come one after another as an incremental addition, which has led to complexity in the tax law. There are a number of problems which can be pointed out. How the tax law has become complex, how service tax law has become complex due to the incremental addition over a period of time. There was a Madhya Pradesh judgment, Madhya Pradesh State Transmission Company judgment, interim order, based on which throughout the country, field formations issued show cause notices relating to service tax on transmission. While some zones like to call that as business auxiliary service, some zones felt that this is business support service. Now, what is the difference between business auxiliary service and business support service? Business auxiliary service is supposed to be a service which is provided on behalf of another, on behalf of a client. Whereas business support service was specifically defined as some kind of an administrative support, logistical support, infrastructural support for the main business. Now, over a period of time, the field formations had started interpreting that business support service is a kind of residual category. So whatever you cannot put it in any other category, in any other definition of taxable service, you can bring it under business support service. This is a particular anomaly which has happened over a period of time. There are many examples. Number of examples can be given how the service tax law has become complex over a period of time. Then you know the taxation of the construction sector, which is the most challenging, and I am aware and I admit that till date we have not been able to comprehend